Pankaj ji, you are so very good, right? We have to prepare 2 reports, and you will see that the 2 depreciations will not match. And that's now you will ask why we do all this, which I don't want to get into a discussion. Government allows that, we do it. Also a way of providing employment to chartered accountants. This is right, right. Now the simplest thing, now one sec, it's the simplest thing. One of you all will stand up and say, do method avoid karo, ek hi karne do. See, we are not here to seek, right, SLM, right, SLM, right, for reporting all of them in India, right, and abroad also people use SLM, no problem.
Other countries for income tax?
WDB. WDB. It says nothing.
So what is the logic of keeping SLM and WDB?
The answer is very, very clear, sir. Right? Because there are 2 methods. You can take your choice. Income tax says, I don't want to give you a choice because for me, I want a standard thing. For reporting to shareholders, you can. But then you have to write in that notes to accounts that you are using SLM method for reporting. Then it is good. But income tax बोलते हैं मेरे खिचपिट मत करो यार, तुम 4 दिन 4 करेगा तो problem होगा. So all of you are WDB. Right? Reporting, you can have a choice. Hey, Farid sir, you ask very rarely, and I respect your question. Globally, there is another method also. Accelerated depreciation. So if you want, India में नहीं है, बस यही बहुत confusion है अभी, right? Accelerated depreciation means if you want, you can write off faster. Right? India, they say only 2, SLM and WDB. But you asked a question globally, that's why I responded.
Working capital. Also add DNA.
Working capital, no, Rajiv sir. Right? Cash flow.
But that is actually cash flow. Actual
Yeah, this was it.
Yeah, so DNA is not actual cash.
It is. It is, senior. It is. That money has not gone out of your pocket. I'd like to repeat it again. It's a pleasure and out of respect for seniority. Please understand, and a young friend is saying, I'm providing 3 lakhs for depreciation. Money has not gone out from Rohan's factory. It is there in its factory, and that is where his cash position is higher. And then looking at these esteemed colleagues, I said, Reliance is capital intensive. तो आपको लगेगा net profit कम है. अरे इतना सब करने के बाद ये लोग 2 crore कमा रहे हैं. Wrong thinking. 2 crore is PAT. Cash is, you have to immediately add that depreciation and amortization. Right? So, thank you. You're making me repeat. No problem. Please remember, sir, depreciation and amortization is always non-cash expense. Some more. Right? Yeah. Why not? Please. Pankaj ji, I didn't finish your question. You have one more? Okay, quickly. Sorry. Boliye na.
Yeah, sir. Suppose some banker insists that you have this much profit according to the CBD data. So suppose they say example that you have 10 lakh net profit. And if we take the depreciation and show net profit at 6 lakhs and explain to the banker that the profit.
He will be convinced.
They will convince.
He will be convinced. Very nice question. He'll be convinced. Sir, but can I, out of respect for you, because we talked during the break, आपके केस में नहीं होगा ना सर, आपका ट्रेडिंग फर्म है. सुधीर सर ऐसा बात कर सकते हैं, राइट, एंड दीज कलीग्स कैन से आपका सर आपका लॉजिक बराबर है, बट ट्रेडिंग है, तो मेरा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन रहेगा क्या डेप्रिशिएट कर रहे हो आप? नहीं हो सर, हाँ सर, योर फर्म इज इंडिपेंडेंट देन यू. So in your case, you are right. You can tell the banker to focus on that, but then you will have to show which are the assets that is. Which is one case. Sorry, I'm saying this. Which is one case where if you typically see bankers are not. I'm not saying bankers are not comfortable lending to trading as comfortable trading to manufacturing. So but I'll give you a route. What you should say is, and I respect the fact that you've come in here. Don't focus on cash because that is not the expense. That Sudhir sir can say. That definitely Rajiv sir can say. What you should show is your profit margin, which I'll talk after lunch. How much margin you have in business. That's how you need to talk in trading. Yes, Anuj ji. I will. We'll talk during lunch. I don't want to keep repeating. And we'll talk during lunch. Yeah.
You're earning a profit. First year, second year, third year. You can reduce your payback because, for example, a machine, okay, if it is delivering and the machine cost is, for example, 1 crore.
Anuji, I realize you're slightly different from the audience. So what I'll do is, and no, I need to respect everybody. I'll talk to you during lunch. Both of your questions are good repetitions, but out of sheer respect for the audience, I'll talk to you during lunch. I'll invest time with you. It's my pleasure. right? But I don't want to invest time with the audience, right? Payback, I'll quickly repeat. Sorry, I'm repeating, but since a colleague wanted, but I want to spend time with you. It's a pleasure, right? Payback is recovery of investment. So lower the payback, I know I'm repeating, but just for the dear colleague, right? Lower the payback means how fast are you recovering your investment is what we discussed. Lakshman sir.
So, basic question, maybe basic question.
Please, please.
See, you're making investment.
Ha.
Say, for example, you're setting a plant to manufacture.
Ha.
Where it is reflected in the balance sheet?
Where is it reflected in the balance sheet?
You're showing the core income or expenses is the production expenses where you get to a raw material and finished product. But for manufacturing this, you have to buy a land, you have to invest on the machines, and you have to make some extra where it may not be reflected the yearly expenses. Where exactly?
Superb question. Can I take some more questions on P&L and I'll show you where it is shown in balance sheet. Your question is not basic, a very nice question on balance sheet. First, let me finish P&L and then I'll go to balance sheet. Yes, Nikhilji.
We are talking about EBITDA.
Ha.
Now for that, we see MNC companies are not investing on assets.
Ha.
And they usually lease the assets or infrastructures. Isn't they hitting this terminology? And how is it they are benefited out of this?
Simple, no, sir. Right? And the benefit is very simple. If you outsource, right, you are not basically taking up the headache of manufacturing. You are playing a brand game. So, no, but one sec. You need to respect MNCs for the fact that they are creating a brand. So, a Colgate Palmolive, it may be produced by somebody else. We don't really matter, but we are picking it up because we see the Colgate brand. So, an outsourcing game is not an EBITDA game. It is more of a brand building exercise that is being done. EBITDA game, if you want to understand, right, you need to understand that where people are sinking a lot of money in their expenses, right? In this case, it's more of a brand building exercise, and that's exactly the case if you look at telecom also. Forget MNCs, telecom. Today, if you look at Aircel, what Aircel says is, and this trend was started, we need to salute the gentleman, was by Bharti. So you know what he said? He क्या model में convert किया, sir? You have to appreciate this. He said, if I'm going to be the biggest player in India and I'm going to build towers, I'm going to have IT, I'm going to spend a lot of money on capex. So I will not do that. Rather than I doing it, I'll give it to IBM. I'll give it to GTL. So GTL manages my towers. I will pay them rentals. IBM builds up my infrastructure support. I'll pay them, right, software support. You know what that model is called? So you asked very nice questions, and Nitulji, superb thing. That model in strategy is called as, this is a wonderful audience, is converting your capex model to opex, right? Which is a very, you ask very spontaneous questions, but a very difficult for me, and I'm too small a person to say good or bad, because it depends on industry to industry. In some cases it works, in some cases it does not work. In the case of Bharti, it worked. But please understand, if you are not able to build a strong brand, now I am supplying to Sir, Siddharth Sir is, or rather Siddharth Sir is supplying to me, I am putting my brand and selling it. So tomorrow Siddharth Sir looks at me and says, all that Menon is doing is putting a brand and selling it. Why don't I try and sell it directly? And then this model goes for a toss. So, but you are in business, I don't need to tell you, not a single model works all the time. Okay, it depends on case to case, right? In this case, it worked for him. It worked for him. And you know what happens? When you convert a capex, wonderful observation, Nitulji. If you convert a capex model to opex model, you know what happens? What drains us of cash? Think about it. See, we all earn well. What drains us of cash? Moment you buy a house,
Maintenance.
right? Moment you buy a car, then it drains you out of cash. Yeah, otherwise, once in a while in a mall, I have no mind going. But the moment you buy a house, then you'll have to possibly sit down with your wife and say, yeah, 4 times in a month, do we need to go to the mall? We can walk together, come back. You don't purchase anything, right? Why? Because what drains you out of cash is your capex, right? No, I need to salute him. What he converted was, it worked for him in that model, in that business situation, capex to opex, right? And that's what most of these guys are trying to do. Outsourcing is a classic model of converting a capex to opex model. ये खुद से नहीं करेगा, राजीव सर से कराएगा, थप्पा मार के गिरेगा. Again, for a young friend, but he is a businessman. I'm not saying this is the best model. I can't say that. It works, right? Provided you put in the precautions.
But it doesn't create an asset
Pardon, sir?
But it doesn't give you
No assets. And that's, I don't want to create any assets and block my money. In one way, it is also another thing, sir. When, can I make this very controversial statement? Many foreign banks, when they used to come to India earlier, you need to understand this. I'm making a very controversial statement. They could have purchased property. But when they came to India, they were very clear. They, unko kya hai, sir? They can buy property. Even though the government allowed it, they would always rent out property. I hope you understand what I'm leading you all to think to. Right? A very simple logic. Deposit and pay that. Why? That shows, right, what's really happening. And earlier, you know what? The entire thinking is, this is a joke, but right, no sarcasm, it's a practical joke. Earlier, when the foreign banks came to India, RBI said, you should be a branch of your parent. So Citibank India should be a branch of Citibank US. Why? If Citibank India goes into problem, Citibank US should save it. So you should come as a branch of your parent. Right? Then you had the subprime crisis. Now RBI's thinking is changing. Right? That logic worked then. अरे ये branch होके आएगा, India में तकलीफ होगा तो US बचाएगा. Now the thinking is US पे तकलीफ होगा तो इनको कौन बचाएगा? So now the entire thinking of RBI is, I don't want you as a branch. I want you as a separate company in India. Right? Arey, lovely. Business entity in India. Please understand this entire thinking. And obviously, if you read, now we get time, the bankers should read, not you also. Bankers should read, foreign banks are asking for some tax exemptions. This is going on. The fact is, you are changing one model to another. I'll take a couple of more questions. Rajiv, say you had one.
You talked about depreciation rate
Yes.
for tangible assets.
Yes.
For intangible assets.
Yes.
How is the rate calculated?
Lovely question. You will look at, Ashwin sir answered this, you will look at typically useful life. And again, there are standard rates that is given. There are standard,
Will you give example of patent license?
standard rates.
Brand?
Again, you will look at useful life, and there, please note, the government does not give you any standard rate. That is why whenever amortization comes in, immediately, Rajesh sir, this is for you. We'll ask questions on what basis are you amortizing. There is no standard for brand, sir. So when somebody amortizes a brand, then we will go back and ask question, what basis are you amortizing it? Can I also say something, Rajesh sir? I answered it theoretically. Practically, सोचो ना. मेरे पास एक brand है, मैं amortize करेगा ही नहीं उसको. Indirectly, what is the message I am sending to people if I amortize my brand? अगर कल, right? Please, I don't want to answer things theoretically. You should think practically also. Coca-Cola starts amortizing its brand of Coke. You know what is the next thing Sudhir sir will say? They themselves don't believe in the brand. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So the fact is, right, conservatism. Conservatism, they can't. Unless they sell it.
No, if suppose they're in 20 countries,
Huh.
suppose they're in 40 countries, they can.
Unless they sell the brand to somebody. Like for example, sir, I keep asking, I'll keep responding. Thumbs up. Chavan's never sold a bottling.
Countries,
Huh.
suppose they're in 40 countries, they can.
Unless they sell the brand to somebody. Like for example, sir, I keep asking, I'll keep responding. Thumbs up. Chavan's never sold bottling plants and other things. Gold Spot, Thumbs Up and other things. On what basis did he make 650 crores those days? Salute the gentleman. And on what basis? He did not sell his bottling. Coke never paid him for his bottling plants and other things. He sold a brand. He said, take my Thumbs Up. Right? Right? Louis Philippe, Madura Coats. Right? Birla acquired it. They were very clear. They said, you keep your manufacturing facilities. I want the brand. Henceforth, the Arrow brand will be used by us. The Madura Coats. See now, sir, once you sell your brand to somebody else, then you can bring that money in and show that as other income. It will come into your. Otherwise, you can't stand here and claim, I have a brand of this. I have a goodwill of this. That is not permissible. Now we'll go to balance sheet. I'll spend time with the young friend. It's always a pleasure. Why not? Please. I'm listening to you. Can I also use the time to rub? Yeah, please.
Suppose it's a depreciated value, say X,
Huh.
at the end of the and when we sell that asset, whatever,
Yes. Yes.
the book value is X and we sell it at X minus something.
Superb.
Is it a loss?
It's a loss. Very nice question. Book value is 10 lakhs. Sir, I'm answering your question on balance sheet first, right? With your permission. Balance sheet value is 10. You sold it at 11. Profit. 1 lakh. Very nice question. Sir, now don't call it profit. Maja aa gaya. Call it as, Sudhir sir, give them the term itself, right? Call it as, Yashwant sir, lovely, capital gain. In your books, it is worth 10, but you sold it for 7. You can say income, I don't mind, but now that we have gone to that advanced level, get the right term, no? Okay.
What is cash?
Only, or it can be
Right, if you have incurred that loss in that year you will push it up. You will push it up.
spread over.
You can. Under certain circumstances you can, which I'll describe after I finish my balance sheet. I'll talk about that special culture.
What is cash reserve?
We'll talk. Don't worry. What is balance sheet is? Balance sheet of company XYZ. I'll just introduce this, sir, and then we'll break for lunch, right? Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. Liabilities, which is nothing but source of funds. Thank you very much. Which is nothing but debt and equity. Wonderful discussion on this. Debt is, thank you again, sir. Debt is outside funds. Equity is owner's funds. Now, what is assets? There was one question pending from a dear colleague. Where do you show assets? What is the capex? So now let's use logic, no, and finish balance sheet. At least start balance sheet, finish it off post lunch, right? We'll finish it off post lunch. Please note, assets are nothing but application of funds. I'd like to go to the younger Pankaj, dear friend, right? And I'm sure you'll knock it off. Very polite gentleman. What could be the first asset that a company can have? What do you do when you start off? Boliye na bete. Land. Thank you. Land. Plant and machinery. Thank you. So put it logically. Land. Building. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, Venkat sir. Plant and machinery. Furniture and fixtures. Balance sheet starts. And logic remains the same. It's logic. Where does the company apply the money? The company applies the money, right, by buying, Rajesh sir, land. Building. Plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. Sudhir sir would call this as fixed assets. And out of response for that, some colleagues had some very good questions. Let me tell you, land as an asset, and I'm taking total charge, I want you to pay attention here. Land as an asset is different from the others because land typically appreciates while others depreciate, which means, Vijay sir, right, the colleague sitting next also. Sir, you all brought in some very good points. What is the job? The two bankers, what is our job? So Pankaj sir, when you talk about it, is you should also show one thing. As an analyst, you should remember that land has a lot of hidden reserves. I need 10 minutes of your time before we break. Just 10 minutes, right? But important I communicate. What is hidden reserves? Land has a lot of hidden reserves, right? This is out of respect for Sujit sir, right? Hidden reserves. Please don't think in terms of oil. Don't, right? Thank you, Sujit sir. Wonderful. Don't think in terms of gold. No, right? Right, very good. But I am not an agriculturist, I am not a mining expert, I am a simple finance person. What is hidden reserve? You all covered it by your beautiful questions. Let me give you a hidden reserve example. I said law of conservatism. Now for example, what is law of conservatism? So you asked some beautiful, in the introduction you all said you all want this, here it is. Please remember asset valuation by accountants is always at asset valuation by accountants is always, ma'am, please remember this, is always at cost or market value, at cost or market value, whichever is lower. Conservatism. Pankaj ji, conservatism, sir. Conservatism. Okay, and that's where you get hidden reserves. I will. I have not finished. I'm just explaining now. Manager sir, ma'am, you would know this example. State Bank, one sec, sir. Let me finish, please. Right? Then I'll say any questions, bring in, right? Please don't break the flow. Humble request, colleagues, right? State Bank of India. I want to give you examples. Ma'am is there. State Bank of India. We have a wonderful building. Wonderful building, sir. Opposite Mantralaya. 26 structure building. Opposite Mantralaya. Sushilji, after 9/11, right? Some of the politicians felt this is a security threat. Somebody will come into SBI building and then launch an attack on Mantralaya. So they asked SBI to vacate. Okay. SBI said, we'll vacate. We have no problems. You pay us the market value. And I'm talking of those days. Okay. The market value was then calculated. Then, aaj ka to, right, Nariman Point, market value and all, don't even try to calculate. Okay. Right. It doesn't matter nowadays. Okay. 2003 say real estate game has changed. Till 2003 it was still affordable. After that the game has changed. Okay. Entry of foreign players, if I can say that. Those days, sir, the market value of that land was found out. They had taken a rough estimate. They had found it out as 1,000 crores. Today you don't even try to find out, please. Right? You know what is hidden reserve? I want to give you an example. This land, ma'am would speak for it, right? This land in SBI's balance sheet is valued at a cost of 1 crore. Thank you. Why? It makes sense. Because when they had acquired it from Imperial Bank, they had paid in 1950s, they had paid a princely sum of 1 crore. What is the job of a banker? How do we analyze? So how do you talk to bankers? All those colleagues who wanted this, how do you present your data? Right? Please try and show hidden reserves. Right? And accounting, what is the difference between an accounting and a financial analyst? My job is to look for hidden reserves. And what is hidden reserves? Finding out the current market value as opposed to, you use the term, sir, one of you all, book value. Right? I think so. One of you all, thank you. Right? Book value. And the moment you see the difference, you know that there is hidden reserves. You have to understand that it's all about a process. Some of you have heard this term. I'm using one more jargon, right? And the jargon here that we use is Sudhir sir, thank you. Mark to market. M to M means, I want me to write down? Yeah. Mark to market. This process of finding out hidden reserves is known as mark to market. And so next time somebody looks at you and makes a presentation and says, hey, you are marking to market, means what? He's trying to find out the current market value of your assets. That's what a respected colleague here, ma'am, was saying. Auditor has asked to do valuation. That's a mark to market process. One way, positively, I gave you the entire case was hidden reserves. Where else would you give, right? Where else would you give hidden reserves? I have seen hidden reserves, one in land. Next thing that you would see is, this heading will come from here. One sec. Let me interact with dear Amolji, right? Amol, what would you do if you have surplus money? What do we do? Thank you. Simple, right? Invest. I don't complicate things. Reserves, I'll explain. Sir asked, I'll explain. After lunch, we have time, right? Thank you. Invest. Similarly, a company also will invest. The next heading in asset side of the balance sheet is investments. Thank you, sir. Application of money. So if a company buys shares of another company, it is an investment. It's an application of money. Don't forget that. It's an investment. Thank you, Amol. Right? It's an investment. And again, you will like to see that investment में भी आपको hidden reserve मिलेगा. Now let us take a case. अभी Reliance का ही आप देख लीजिए. Right? Or Tata Group. There are colleagues from Reliance. So I'll take the Tata Group. You can apply it to any firm. If you take a Tata Group, there's a very nice way they have holdings among themselves. There is one holding company, Tata Sons, which has shares in TCS, which have shares in Tata Chemicals, which have shares in Tata Steel. And I'm stopping with this because if you keep writing their empire, right? And there's another beauty of this also. TCS in turn will have shares in Tata Chemicals. TCS in turn will have shares in Tata Motors. Tata Motors in turn will have shares in Tata Chemicals. This entire thing is known as cross holdings. So next time somebody says cross holdings, what is cross holding? Shares in each another. This one is known as holding company or parent company. Holding company or parent company. Now can we do a small hidden reserve thing here also? Suppose you are preparing the balance sheet of Tata Sons. When they invested in TCS, let us say they would have purchased it at 10 rupees. What is the current market value of TCS? 1,000. Excuse me. Tata Sons will show investment at 10 rupees. Thank you, sir. Current market price is 1,000 rupees. 1,000 minus 10. Thank you. 990 is hidden reserve per share into. Thank you, ma'am. That's it. Investments. And this is for the colleagues who are saying, as bankers, okay, for others also, when you present to bankers, don't only go with your financial statements. Also try and present your hidden reserves. Bankers and equity analysts sitting out there, it's a very nice mixed audience. Our job is to find out hidden reserves, and especially if you are an equity analyst. A banker may, like these colleagues from DBS, may or may not do it, but if you are an equity analyst, that, ma'am, and you're trying to be trained for that. As an equity analyst, we'll try and find out, is there a hidden reserve, right? Having said this, this is fixed assets, investments. Before we break for lunch, these are tangible assets. I don't need to turn back. You obviously have intangible assets, which is nothing but, thank you, brands. We discussed that, lovely discussion that we had, patents, license, right? So I'm just putting it as intangible assets. And the last heading in balance sheet, lovely. And the last heading in balance sheet, which is the topic of discussion post lunch, is what is known as net current assets. What is net current asset? Excuse me. Asset is application of money. I will keep saying this. And when you walk out, I want you all to feel confident. Word current means short term. Short term. Less than 1 year. So these are all long-term investments. Thank you, sir. This current means short term. So what do you need current assets? You need current assets only for one thing. Or a day-to-day production, day-to-day work. Thank you, sir. Day-to-day working. And incidentally, a dear colleague already said that. Sorry, can't remember who. One of you already said that. Working capital. That's your working capital. So can we take a break in 2 minutes by just drawing the working capital cycle? And again, I will request you all to use logic, right? Then we'll break for lunch. Please note, 1 second, right? What is your net current assets? Can we draw the working capital cycle? So we'll do it together. Let's start with what is needed for day-to-day working? Raw materials. Rohanji, 1 second, beta. Raw materials. Thank you. Once you have raw materials, you will convert it into work in progress. Once you convert into work in progress, thank you, Pankaj, right? You will then convert it into finished goods. Once you, sir, kitna simple hai. You start with raw material, then you convert into work in progress, then you convert into finished goods. Excuse me, then what do? Sell. Siddharth, sir. Then after you sell, what will you do, sir? Okay, right? Siddharth, sir. So he's very polite, but very nice gentleman. So what would you do with the money that you recover? Very polite, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you who all answered this. I just wanted to interact with sir. That's your working capital cycle. Thank you, sir. That's it. Ma'am had a point. The point is that she was trying to say sales. Ho gaya, khatam. This is working capital cycle. Kya hai isme? Raw material, work in progress, finished goods, sales. Now, the beauty of this is sales either can be cash sales. Are yaar, le lo maal, paisa do. If life can be so good, no, then we all will be entrepreneurs. The point is, you have got a dangerous, dangerous problem here. It is known as receivables. ये बंधु है ना बहुत प्रॉब्लम करता है. I don't know, by default I was going to say the word animal, then I realized this word I don't use, then I realized it has come from the morning session, right? The dangerous, right, term. Yeah, good, if you want to say animal, very dangerous in business. I'm going to use a red pen for the first time today, right? And this is also known as, right, debtors, sorry. This is also known as, sorry, it's not working, it's known as debtors. I see a little